Hi, I'm Stuart J. Pearlman, and I want to welcome you to Stuart J's Lens, the tales of small business in McKinney. We focus on the stories and personalities of the people who make up small business in McKinney. We want to know who they are, how they got into the business, how they named their business. Something fun and interesting, and not just what they do or sell. I hope you enjoyed today's tale. It comes straight from small business in McKinney.
Okay, well, I was born and raised in Alvin, Texas, just south of Houston. And no, I don't know Nolan Ryan, but people always ask me that as the first question.
Is that the home of Nolan Ryan?
It is the home of Nolan Ryan.
Okay.
Or maybe I should say it's my hometown. He just happened to live there as well.
College?
I went to college in a small town in Brownwood. It's in central Texas, Howard Payne University. Very small. And then upon completion, then I moved to Fort Worth and attended Southwestern Baptist Theological Seminary. At that time, I pursued my degree in Christian education. I knew I wanted to do something in the area of family ministry, and that's exactly what I did. But it didn't take long to realize that family ministry was going to lead me into other avenues of service. So my entire ministry career is about 25 to 30 years. I know I may not look that old, but for the past 25, 30 years, I've been serving in family ministry, women's ministry, discipleship, missions, and I've had the pleasure over these many, many years of helping establish wonderful ministries throughout Texas. God asked me to do it. God is one that said, I'd like for you to serve in education, and I want you to work with families. And so when God says something, you can't turn him down, because if you do, you're miserable. And I knew already, as a young believer in my teenage years, you say, yes, Lord, I will do that. Well, then, as I started serving and working, I enjoyed serving on church staff in a variety of places. But the Lord began preparing me in another journey, and I began to serve as a volunteer chaplain, and I did that for a number of years. One of the first people that comes to my mind in serving in a ministry opportunity was a young lady that I met here in the Collin County Jail. Little did I know the impact I would have on her life as she would have on my life. At that time, when the chaplain asked me to start working with her one-on-one, he said, now you cannot ask any specific questions because she is a high-profile case here in the county. Come to find out, she was a murderer. And I had the pleasure to work with her every week, and the best thing I could do was listen and encourage. But Stuart, the most important thing to remember is it didn't matter at all what she had done. What mattered the most was that she had someone that would love her unconditionally, listen to her because she was a human being in need, had great emotional distress, and needed to know that she was still okay as a person, even though she committed a horrific, and I do mean horrific, crime. Community Lifeline Center's mission is simply to be the place where folks who are in need can come and be served. See? We're the place where folks can come for information, resources, referrals. They come here for education classes. Maybe it's the job seeker class cell. We're the place where folks can come to get that next step in guidance in budgeting, education. It may be housing assistance, utility assistance, food, things of that nature. We're also the place where people come for case management, so they can talk to one of our social workers and get a better understanding of what's going on in their individual life, in their family life, and they work on a self-sufficiency plan, some goals, and then they go from there. When I think about my constituents, the stakeholders here in our community to get involved, primarily our hottest points to get involved will be at Thanksgiving, Christmas, Easter, some of the major holidays. We have the Thanksgiving food baskets, Adopt a Family for Christmas, we have our Easter food baskets. But what you have to remember is people in need help all year round. Christmas is around the corner, and at the moment we have families that we've already identified, some of our current clients, some that we're still interviewing today and in the next couple of weeks. Families and individuals, workplaces, church groups can still adopt a family. And what that means is you're going to say, hey, Christine, we want to take a family. We will buy the Christmas gifts that Mom and Dad have identified for their children. We're going to provide a Christmas food box for them as well. I already have the menu list. It will help you when you go shopping, how to prepare it, how to package it, and bring it here to Community Lifeline Center. So that's an immediate way to get involved, and we definitely need your help. Yeah, it's a ministry, and we're having a blast.
If you think you have a story to tell, send me an email. But I have to tell you up front, it better be good.